And a good Wednesday morning to you. That string of dangerous weather continuing overnight.
Yeah, powerful storms for 6 straight days and counting. It is April 29th. This is today.
Oh, a tornado right there on the road.
Breaking overnight, Texas hit hard by the latest round of severe weather. More tornadoes, more hail, more heavy rain. Homes destroyed, airports shut down. So when will this threat finally end? The full forecast straight ahead. Royal welcome.
May our two countries stand together forever.
King Charles and Queen Camilla, the guests of honor at a star-studded White House state dinner after the king took center stage on Capitol Hill.
America's words carry weight and meaning, as they have since independence. The actions of this great nation matter even more.
We will have all of the highlights as the royal couple's whirlwind trip heads to New York today. Indicted, former FBI Director James Comey charged with threatening President Trump's life, posting this photo on social media, the second Trump Justice Department effort to prosecute him after the first one failed.
I'm still innocent, I'm still not afraid, and I still believe in the independent federal judiciary, so let's go.
We'll go inside the case just ahead. Pain at the pump, gas prices back on the rise overnight, surging to a nearly 4-year high and primed to keep going up. As the U.S.-Iran stalemate drags on, we'll have everything you need to know. Today, exclusive.
Don't fear the dead, and don't fear me.
As the late Val Kilmer returns to the big screen via artificial intelligence, his daughter joins us exclusively to talk about that decision, what the late star knew about it, and what it could mean for the future of AI in Hollywood. All that, plus, happy anniversary.
Those whom God hath joined together, let no man put asunder.
Prince William and Princess Kate celebrating 15 years of marriage, from their royal wedding watched by an estimated 1 billion people to Kate's health battles and their 3 children. Inside their journey and what's next. And then gird your loins.
Flag on the flag. We don't need you this morning or ever.
Miranda is back along with the rest of the cast of The Devil Wears Prada 2 and sitting down with Jenna.
I'm stunned by the sort of appetite and the anticipation.
20 years later, the story and characters still in fashion. Today, Wednesday, April 29th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Greg Melvin. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Today. Nice to have you with us on a Wednesday morning.
Yes, indeed. Let's get right to that top story. Yet another round of powerful storms overnight.
Yeah, this is the 6th day in a row of severe weather for the country's midsection. This time, tornadoes cutting a path of destruction through parts of Texas, along with heavy rain and large hail across several states.
The widespread devastation just beginning to come into focus this morning. And there's a new risk for even more storms today.
We're going to get to your full forecast in just a moment, but let's begin with Candace Sweat from our NBC station in Dallas. She's made her way to hard-hit Mineral Wells, Texas. Candace, good morning to you.
Good morning, Savannah. So where we're standing now was the front porch of this mobile home, and this mangled metal here was what's left of the roof of the mobile home. We spoke to the man who lives here, and he tells us that he received an alert on his phone saying take shelter. He stood up to do just that when the storm hit.
Oh, a tornado right there on the road.
Overnight, tornadoes tearing across several states, including hard-hit Texas.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
In Mineral Wells, officials reporting at least 2 injuries after a terrifying twister destroyed everything in its path, darkening the sky, debris flying. It's raw power turning buildings into twisted piles of metal.
Oh my God, Jim, look at that.
And completely leveling parts of the small city.
People lost their houses and everything.
Buildings destroyed, a roof even tossed onto the street. The twisters, just the latest in a system of dangerous storms this week that swept across southern states, impacting 26 million Americans. Hail also a big problem, from baseball-sized hail in Texas to Arkansas to Missouri, where these hailstones shattered car windows. Now, cleanup beginning for many communities, from the Midwest back to Texas, left reeling from Mother Nature's wrath. And officials here in Mineral Wells are partnering with neighboring cities and counties to prepare for the recovery and the long road ahead. Savannah, back to you.
All right, Candace Sweat, thank you very much.
All right, let's bring in Weekend Today's Angie Lastman. She is in for Al. Angie, good morning. It seems like this relentless weather won't stop.
Yeah, guys, it's been an impressive 6 days in a row with severe weather across the country. We're still going to have a chance today, and we're already waking up quite active across a couple of spots in the country. Parts of the southeast is where we're seeing some of those thunderstorms stretching back to the plains. You'll see those ramp up later, and already this morning across the Great Lakes, stretching into the Ohio Valley. This is going to be something that will slow you down on that early morning commute, but as we get into the afternoon hours, we'll see some general kind of thunderstorms starting to fire up yet again. The good news is the tornado risk is going to be on the low end, but we still have the threat of hail and wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour possible. It's all part of this broader system that, by the way, is going to bring some of that rain across parts of the Northeast. It'll be stormy in some pockets across the mid-Atlantic as well. But this just starts kind of the next couple of days of downpours across the Gulf Coast. And this is going to be problematic for some flooding concerns for folks across this region. Notice we'll see some of those hourly rainfall rates up to 2 inches per hour. That likely to leave us with the flooding concern, but some beneficial rain expected across the Northeast, guys.
All right, Angie, we'll check back with you. And now to that closely watched royal visit. King Charles and Queen Camilla traveling here to New York today after wrapping up the D.C. leg of their trip. The royals stepping out at a lavish state dinner at the White House after the King's address to a joint meeting of Congress. NBC's Garrett Haight joins us from the White House, been following this trip. Garrett, good morning.
Hey, Savannah, good morning. Look, this was the soft power of the British royals on full display at a time when the so-called special relationship between our two nations has been strained by wars and trade disputes. The King and Queen embarking on a transatlantic charm offensive now to reinforce that unique bond. Overnight at the White House, pomp, pageantry, and politics on full display.
May our two countries stand together forever.
With President Trump and the First Lady hosting King Charles and Queen Camilla at a lavish state dinner, attended by tech titans, sports stars, and top officials from both nations. The King beginning by acknowledging the recent assassination attempt at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
My thoughts and sympathies are very much with you, the First Lady, and all those guests. What used to be called in the last war in the United Kingdom, keep calm and carry on.
But the King mostly striking a lighter note, earning laughs with this joke linking the ongoing construction of the president's ballroom and British soldiers burning of the White House more than 200 years ago.
And I'm sorry to say that we British, of course, made our own small attempt at real estate redevelopment of the White House in 1814.
Charles also presenting the president with a bell from a British submarine, the HMS Trump.
Should you ever need to get hold of us, or just give us a ring.
The president praising the King.
It's a true privilege to have you here for this historic state visit.
But also touching on one of the central diplomatic disputes between the U.S. and the UK, the war with Iran.
We're never going to let that opponent ever. Charles agrees with me even more than I do. We're never going to let that opponent have a nuclear weapon.
The dinner capping off a day of ceremonial celebrations, including a troop inspection, F-35 flyover. The president and the King then meeting privately in the Oval Office, and Charles later addressing a joint meeting of Congress.
Ours is a partnership born out of dispute, but no less strong for it.
The King also emphasizing the importance of NATO, despite the president's criticism of the alliance for not joining the U.S. offensive in Iran. Charles noting the UK stood by the U.S. in the aftermath of 9/11 and offering this not-so-subtle message.
America's words carry weight and meaning, as they have since independence. The actions of this great nation matter even more.
In the UK today, that moment we showed of President Trump saying the king agrees with him about Iran is making major headlines. It's generally understood in Great Britain that private conversations with the monarch are intended to stay private. So while the British opposition to Iran ever getting a nuclear weapon is well known, the president's summary of the king's view was considered unusual enough to be front page news. Savannah?
All right, and so what's on the agenda for the rest of the royal trip? They're heading this way to New York?
Yeah, that's right. They're on their way to New York. They'll visit the 9/11 memorial in the city later today, laying a wreath in honor of the dozens of British nationals who lost their lives that day, and later meeting with victims' families and first responders. There are trade and economic events to follow in New York before the couple returns to the D.C. region for a visit to Arlington National Cemetery tomorrow. Savannah?
Garrett Haake, thank you very much.
Well, another major story in Washington, new criminal charges against one of President Trump's most vocal critics. Former FBI Director James Comey now facing a 2-count indictment over an image that he posted on social media that prosecutors allege threatened the president's life. NBC's Chief Justice and National Affairs correspondent Kelly O'Donnell has the latest on this one. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Craig. The message from the president has been loud and clear to his Department of Justice. He repeatedly calls for action against his perceived political enemies, including James Comey. DOJ tried once last year with an indictment that was thrown out, now trying again, a second swing with a different alleged crime in a different jurisdiction. A new day in court is coming for James Comey.
I'm still innocent. I'm still not afraid.
But overnight, the former FBI director remaining defiant.
I still believe in the independent federal judiciary, so let's go.
Comey, fired by President Trump in 2017 over the Russian election interference investigation, has been a persistent target of the president's anger.
He's a dirty cop. Comey, I think he's a dirty cop.
Today, Comey faces serious charges over this message in the sand the Justice Department says is criminal.
You are not allowed to threaten the President of the United States of America.
A North Carolina grand jury finding Comey knowingly and willfully threatened the life and bodily harm of the president and transmitted that threat across state lines by posting the image of seashells on social media. And it's all about the numbers, 8647. 86 is an old expression that can mean get rid of, and 47 refers to Mr. Trump. Comey posted from his vacation about a cool formation on my beach walk. Mr. Trump and his supporters outraged.
If you're the FBI director and you don't know what that meant assassination.
But Comey claimed otherwise, writing, I didn't realize some folks associate those numbers with violence, so I took the post down. Current FBI Director Kash Patel said the grand jury knew that, but still charged him.
All of that information was presented to the grand jury.
Comey's defense says they'll vindicate both Comey and the First Amendment.
This is not how the Department of Justice is supposed to be.
What comes next? Comey was indicted in North Carolina. An arrest warrant was also issued there. Senior law enforcement officials say conversations are underway with Comey's legal team for him to surrender voluntarily instead of being placed in cuffs. That could happen this week. Craig?
Kelly O'Donnell for us there in Washington. Kelly, thank you.
Also this morning, growing pain at the pump is being felt by Americans from coast to coast as peace talks between the U.S. and Iran remain at a standstill. So take a look. Here's the national average for a gallon of gas. It has jumped another 5 cents overnight. Stands at $4.23. Let's go to NBC's chief business correspondent Christine Romans with the latest on this. Christine, good morning.
Hi, good morning. That's right. Gas prices are rising really fast once again here, guys, across the country. Yesterday's surge was the biggest one-day move in more than a month here. And U.S. crude oil prices are topping $100 a barrel for the first time in weeks. All of this means drivers are paying a lot more, the highest prices in 4 years. This morning, Americans nationwide are feeling a major pinch at the pump.
This is ridiculous. $4.25 for regular.
Regular gas prices surging to their highest levels in nearly 4 years as negotiations to end the war between the U.S. and Iran remain deadlocked. The average cost for a gallon of regular now stands at nearly $4.23. A big blow to American wallets already under pressure.
Saw $3.89. Went over to Harris Teeter, saw $4.19. Why not save a little bit of money?
Out west, drivers seeing the highest overall prices, with a gallon of gas exceeding $5 in several states, while in California, prices are averaging nearly $6 a gallon.
$6.59 for 87.
Experts warn the timing couldn't be worse, with the summer travel season just weeks away.
Americans are probably reevaluating their summer travel plans, which could actually further drive gasoline prices up.
The spike as officials struggle to reach a deal to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, a critical route for global oil.
That could eventually lead to gas prices that could approach or set new records.
And even if it reopens soon, industry experts anticipate gas prices to continue rising, as high as $4.50 on average in the coming weeks.
I do think there will be tightness for at least the coming year plus.
Rising jet fuel prices are driving up airfares too, with some airlines already cutting flights ahead of the busy summer season.
Christine, another big story, the Federal Reserve meeting today to decide whether to raise or cut interest rates. We've got this inflation story going on. What are you expecting?
You know, the Fed is not expected to trim interest rates at this meeting. We're going to watch to see if the Fed signals a rate hike is equally likely as a cut later this year because of the threat of inflation from those oil prices because of the war with Iran. Also, this is Jay Powell's last meeting as chairman, Savannah. A big question is whether he bucks tradition and stays on as a governor on the Fed board until his term ends in early 2028. So we'll look for some succession drama there.
All right, Christine, thank you very much.
All right, to basketball we go. We'll start with the NBA playoffs. The San Antonio Spurs now moving on to the Western Conference semifinals.
Spurs trying to close out Portland. What a no-look pass by Castle and finish from Wembanyama.
There he is, big man Victor Wembanyama leading the Spurs past the Trailblazers with 17 points and 14 rebounds last night. Meanwhile, in the Eastern Conference, the New York Knicks crushed Atlanta. 126-97. The Knicks now lead that series 3-2. And Savannah, your beloved 76ers, they topped the Boston Celtics 113-97. The Celtics now leading that series 3-2. But the next game is in Philly.
Okay, so let's go. Meanwhile, big news from college basketball. There are multiple reports this morning that the NCAA is taking final steps to expand both the men's and women's March Madness tournaments to 72 teams. If it is approved, that expansion would begin this coming season. More March Madness.
Yeah, more Madness.
Matter.
All right, speaking of, yes. That's
now
right.
even matter.
Yes,
yeah.
now even matter. We turn back to the weather now. The rest of Angie's forecast, she's in for Al.
Yeah, some people madder than they were yesterday, guys, across parts of the South, too, where we just can't catch a break. We've got more of these strong storms in the picture across the Gulf Coast and some of that rain that's going to interrupt your plans from the mid-Atlantic, stretching back to the Great Lakes. The rest of the country, fairly sunny. We've got some partly cloudy skies and some chilly highs across the Midwest. That's a look at the weather across the country. We'll get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds.
We're back at 7:30 with another milestone for NASA, the core rocket for Artemis 3. That's right, Artemis 3, arriving at Kennedy Space Center just a few weeks after the success of Artemis 2 and that groundbreaking mission around the far side of the moon. Guys, if you miss following the crew's every move like we do, we got some great news for you this morning. The entire team is going to join us right here in Studio 1A tomorrow morning, right here on today. That's going to be
That is awesome.
That's going to be cool.
I have a million questions about the toilet. I don't know if I don't know if I can ask
That's
those.
what you took away from this
I'm
groundbreaking
so glad we're going
scientific
to be here
mission.
tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good.
All right, a few others too, guys. Lots to get to this half hour. We'll start with a Today exclusive. It's been just over a year since we lost beloved Hollywood legend Val Kilmer. So many unforgettable roles. And with the help of artificial intelligence, he's about to deliver one more.
We are going to talk exclusively to Val's daughter, Mercedes, in just a moment. But first, NBC's Kaylee Hartung is here with a closer look at this new project. Kaylee, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. The late actor is starring in a brand new film through state-of-the-art generative AI. This decision was made with the blessing of Kilmer and his family. But it is sparking a massive debate about the future of film and the ethics of rapidly evolving technology. So here's a look at the life, the loss, and the digital homecoming of a cinematic giant.
He had the swagger of a fighter pilot.
You can be my wingman anytime.
The soul of a rock star.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
And the grit of a Western legend.
Why, Johnny Ringo.
You look like somebody just walked over your grave.
Val Kilmer was one of Hollywood's favorite chameleons.
The bat signal is not a beeper.
And a slew of hits over 4 decades cemented his place as a bona fide movie star.
Sorry, Chief, there it is.
But off-screen, a battle with throat cancer, eventually robbing Kilmer of his signature voice, but not his passion for acting. In 2022, AI technology helped recreate Kilmer's voice for one last heart-wrenching reunion in Top Gun Maverick.
That's why I fought for you. That's why you're still here.
On April 1st, 2025, Kilmer passed away from pneumonia. He was 65 years old. Now, Kilmer is getting an unexpected encore in As Deep as the Grave.
Don't fear the dead, and don't fear me.
This is Father Fenton, a role Kilmer signed on to play in 2020, but was too sick to ever physically film. To finish the movie, directors Cordy and John Voorhees used generative AI to build a performance from the ground up, using archival footage and family photos.
This is a character that Val wanted to play. He was really clear about that before he passed.
The move coming at a time Hollywood's already on edge about AI taking jobs from working actors. But the filmmakers insist they followed SAG-AFTRA's strict new AI guidelines to the T, relying on consent, compensation, and collaboration with Kilmer's estate and his children, Mercedes and Jack.
So this is not the first digital recreation or AI-assisted performance in Hollywood. James Earl Jones famously allowed AI technology to replicate the voice of Darth Vader. Harrison Ford, he was de-aged using AI in the latest Indiana Jones movie. But this is one of the most prominent uses of generative AI to build a major performance for an actor who's passed. As Deep as the Grave comes out later this year, guys.
All right, Kaylee, thank you so much. And that brings us to Val Kilmer's daughter, Mercedes, who's with us now. Good morning.
Hi, Mercedes. Good morning.
It's just been a year since your dad passed, far too young. How are you and your brother Jack doing?
We're doing well. We're, it's an honor to be able to be here talking about this. If my dad were alive, he would be doing his press tour. So, yeah, it's an honor to get to be here on his behalf.
This was a project that he felt very passionately about and approved the use of AI so that he could complete and be part of this film. Can you take us inside how he felt about it, why this project meant so much to him and this decision?
Yes, I can. So this project was offered to him initially in, I think, 2018, before the pandemic. And then the production got stalled because of that. And eventually, his voice became weakened by his illness, so he was able to use AI to generate a voice for the character. And then they also got into sort of the creative elements of that and thinking of the character in the film speaks like 1920s Navajo language, which was the language that they were able to sort of recover for the film, which is, like, I think a really, like, ethical, interesting use of the technology. Like, if we're going to have this, we can make things that expand the possibilities of what we can do as humans, not to replace them, if that makes sense. Anyway, so he was offered this, and then he couldn't act the role, but he really wanted to be involved in the film. My dad was for a long time the head of the Film Commission in New Mexico, so he was involved in bringing a lot of tax credits in the 2000s to the state, and his involvement allowed the project to get funding during COVID, which is a time that they really needed it. So.
You know, Mercedes, I'm sure you're aware there is this ongoing debate right now about artificial intelligence, the ethical use of AI. I know you've gotten some probably unkind comments since the decision was made by the family to allow this to happen. What would you say to people who have been somewhat critical of...
It's interesting that you say that. I think it's so fascinating to see the responses, and they are really justified. I think that's why my dad really wanted to do this, because you know, my dad would always talk about, as I said to the producer yesterday, like, he would always be like, I wish I got an apartment in Brooklyn in the 80s. Like, coming in from 2018 to now, and solidifying structures for actors to own their licensing and to have rights. Like, my dad was very passionate, this is the time, before these laws are written, to make sure that there's a structure for compensation, to make sure that the actors get paid on par with what they would get paid if they were physically doing it. And if it creates more jobs in that way, that's wonderful. And I think this is a really historic precedent, and I'm really proud of him. It started off as something to overcome the limitations of his illness, but then it evolved into something that he really was like, oh wait, I have a chance to actually set a precedent that now other actors will say, no, well, Val Kilmer, they structured his contract in that way. And so I think it's, to your point, I have gotten some negative comments. It's kind of fallen into two camps. People that maybe have a more precarious position in the industry are worried and see AI as a threat, which is absolutely valid.
Younger actors.
Younger people, yeah, younger actors and musicians. I'm a musician, and a lot of people that I know, like, we're so scared of this technology. And then at the same time, I've gotten a lot of, like, really good responses from people, older people maybe more established in the industry, that see it as a way to protect the actors' ownership of their IP. And so that's what I would say to that, is that we have to contend with this technology one way or the other, and like avoiding it is not necessarily the way. It's much easier to point to, it's much easier to structure the rights if you proactively license something.
Right. There seems to be, Mercedes, just the idea of like this could work if it's ethical. I know the Voorhees brothers, the filmmakers, said this is a good blueprint for ethical use of AI. Your main job in the estate is to protect the legacy of your dad.
Exactly.
I'm thinking about this technology moving forward, and for other estates, like I'm thinking Marilyn Monroe or James Dean. What is your advice to put in boundaries to use this technology in the future?
I don't know if I could speak to that, because my dad knew about this project, and so I don't know what the ethics of someone.
What was important to you about protecting Val's?
This project gave us an opportunity to make sure that if someone in the future uses his likeness unauthorized, we can say, oh no, look, this is what you're supposed to do, rather than try to hypothetically prove what it would be like.
Yeah.
And you don't know if you would, for example, in another project, another use of his voice, this was something that he knew was happening, that he approved of and wanted to.
And as I said, like this project brought hundreds of jobs to the Navajo Nation during COVID, when they were really needed them. And I think there were a lot of benefits in the real world of him doing this.
Is this something that your family would consider doing again?
No, because I wouldn't just put his likeness in something that without his permission necessarily. There's just certain things that he talked about, ways to use it, that we may do eventually. We also don't know. There may be video games based on characters that he made.
A Batman game.
Exactly, something like that could happen, and so now we know that we're protected from. Now we know that my dad, our family can protect the use of that.
Mercedes, thank you for being here.
Thank you
so it's clear how much thought you and your brother have put into this, and I know you cared for your dad a long, long time. So thank you for being here. We really appreciate having you.
Thanks, Mercedes.
It's a great conversation, and really
it's a beginning. We're going to have this conversation.
Very valuable hearing of all the different issues at play, and well stated.
There's a lot. Thanks, Mercedes. Appreciate it. Guys, coming up on your Pop Start Sneak Peek, get ready, because we're about to reveal the best new list we've got of the best vocalists of all time.
First, though, we have another royal milestone to mark. Prince William and Princess Kate celebrating 15 years of marriage. Molly Hunter at Buckingham Palace with a look back at their journey and what's next. We'll do that right after this.
We're back with that memorable moment exactly 15 years ago today. Where were you, Carson Daly? William and Kate leaving London's Westminster Abbey after the royal wedding, watched by an estimated billion people around the world. You're probably one of them.
Yep.
So, how is the couple marking their milestone anniversary? NBC's Molly Hunter standing by for us at Buckingham Palace. Hey, Molly.
Hey guys, good morning. I can't believe it's been 15 years, so many changes, and we have been along for the ride. 3 kids and a lot of very fun memories to look back on. Take a look.
This morning, the Prince and Princess of Wales celebrating 15 years since that wedding captured the world. The two first meeting as college students at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland Kate famously catching young William's eye at a charity fashion show.
They've both said since then that that moment felt very, very special because they didn't feel that they were under constant scrutiny.
But soon a massive lifestyle change for Kate, dating a prince under the bright glare of the world's media. And finally, that fairy tale wedding at Westminster Abbey in 2011. An estimated 2 billion people watched the wedding worldwide. Celebrities packed the pews. Queen Elizabeth, of course, there, and Prince Harry serving as best man. The 29-year-old bride walked down the aisle by her father, stunning in her Sarah Burton designed dress, complete with a 9-foot-long train, attended by her sister Pippa. The day sealed with a kiss on the Buckingham Palace balcony.
Beautiful bride, handsome groom. It was just a very magical day with huge global interest.
A busy life as young, working, and increasingly popular royals followed. And when Meghan Markle joined the firm, the so-called Fab Four at that time appeared tighter than ever. Kate and Will welcoming 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Their personalities all on display over the years, little Louis often stealing the show. Holding their family close through big life changes, mourning the loss of beloved Queen Elizabeth, and marking King Charles's ascendancy to the throne. But nothing prepared them for Kate being diagnosed with cancer.
The cancer journey is complex.
She's been amazing this whole year.
Since then, back in the spotlight, stepping out, greeting their adoring public, hitting their favorite events of the year. Despite all the highs and lows, this royal couple still going strong.
Going very strong, you guys. This country's most popular royals, wishing them a very happy anniversary. But what a blast to look back on that day and that gorgeous, gorgeous dress. Guys.
All right, Molly, thank you.
All right, we're going to switch gears now, get another check of the weather. If April showers bring May flowers, then down south we should see lots of stuff in bloom next month.
Guys, we are going to have multiple days of this kind of flooding concern unfolding across parts of the south. And it's all because we have this kind of highway of Pacific moisture drawing into basically parts of the south, along with some tropical moisture working in from the Gulf and a stalled out front over really the next couple of days all the way into our weekend. So this means that ongoing kind of repeated rounds of heavy rain across Texas, stretching all the way to Georgia. Not a whole lot of time to recover those saturated grounds in between it. So this is going to be something that we'll watch well into the weekend for a flood risk. As a look at the weather across the country, let's see what's happening in your neighborhood. And that's a look at your forecast, guys.
All right, Angie, time for a sneak peek.
All right, we had a big one today, guys. I got to put on my TRL hat.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to have to pull out my Motorola Sidekick.
Yes.
You know it? You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only way Fred Durst and I could communicate.
Yeah, it was like, I would like to see that Rolodex.
All right, let's get to it. These are the greatest names in music. Entertainment website Consequence Publishing, their ranking for the 100 best vocalists of all time. It includes names, yes, like Beyonce and Hank Williams, Adele, Kurt Cobain. They're all there, but we're going to take a look at the top 5 now because I've made a career of counting backwards. Let's start with Led Zeppelin's lead singer, Robert Plant. I mean, the debate's already on. Could have been number 1, Sven. I
Could have
agree.
been number 1.
One of my favorite.
Mama said the way you move.
Come on.
I know.
Wow,
I love,
look at that.
Number 101.
Hot for t-shirt.
You know I love the mighty Led Zepp.
Okay.
Wow, that was amazing.
Thank you.
I love that you're a fan of that. All right, next up, number 4, a real hit maker. Nobody's going to argue with that one right there, right?
No.
Off to a great start. Here's where, for me, things got a little bit interesting. Let's roll number 3.
Should have been number 1.
How is that not number 1? I thought the same thing.
I want a recount.
Yeah, I know. But let's go. Hold on. Let's go through the list and see if they got it right. Roll. Who could possibly be better?
This is the runner-up.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take F-T-C-T.
You would have flipped him? That could have worked, too.
Yeah.
But are you arguing about Aretha?
No, not at all.
No, I didn't think so.
No.
Then who could be in front of Whitney and Aretha? Is there a voice out there in rock and roll history? Maybe. Freddie Mercury, everybody.
Number one.
A tie
Could
for
be.
top 5, I think.
Could be. Anybody you're thinking right now that's not that anybody?
No, all of those are incredible.
Yeah.
How can you argue with any of them?
I'm still going with Whitney at 1.
Whitney at 1.
Whitney at 1.
Whitney, Aretha.
How about Luther Vandross?
Adele.
How about Adele's on the list?
She is, okay.
Sinatra's on the list.
Oh, yeah, Luther.
Billie Holiday, one of my favorites on the list.
Oh,
it's a good list.
God, that was a good one.
Yeah,
Good.
thank you.
PSSP.
I was getting fired up about that.
Yeah, it's
You could
great.
do a
Let's
list
go to
every
the
day.
NB Morning Boost with JBH, Jenna Bush Hagen.
I like it. Yo, where's Celine Dion? Okay, we're celebrating prom season. She's on it with the promposal that's sure to make you smile. But first, these messages.
Oh, gosh.
All right, guys. Pop Start is on the way. The Star is one of our favorite items. Jenna's going to sit down with the cast of Devil Wears Prada 2. But first, quick check of your local news weather and these messages.
She's got a cameo in that.
She's a member of the cast.
She's got a cameo in
Is it
that
okay to
film.
say that?
No. Yeah. It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, wild weather, tornadoes tearing across several states overnight, leveling parts of Texas.
People lost their houses and everything.
We're live with the full forecast. Then, key hearing. Nick Reiner expected back in court today, months after investigators say he murdered his parents, Rob and Michelle. The latest on the case just ahead. And gird your loins.
She's on her way.
It's the reunion 2 decades in the making.
What was it like to reunite?
I was thrilled. They were not. I don't know if they were thrilled, but
we kept trying to
Hi,
get
everybody.
Yeah.
The Devil Wears Prada is back, and we are sitting down with the legendary cast. All that, plus Matt and Ben pay tribute to a legend.
That's the first time in 55 years, and that's for Robin.
Checking in to the White Lotus.
I think we're back in business.
And Ted Lasso is back.
FYI, the ETA is ASAP.
Today, Wednesday, April 29th, 2026.
Hi to all my students and staff.
At South Beauregard High School in Longville, Louisiana. From South Lake Tahoe.
Today is my 70th birthday.
Girls Trip
From Fuquay Marina, North Carolina.
Visiting from Austin, Texas.
Leroy, Illinois.
And Newmarket, New Hampshire.
I wish I could pull it together, babe. Hi to my brothers and sisters, Winnie, Jet, and Dove.
Back in Chicago.
3 generations from Bismarck, North Dakota.
Good morning to my husband Bob back in Port St. Lucie, Florida.
We're the McKinney North High School Jazz Band from McKinney, Texas. Go Dogs!
Welcome back to Today. It's Wednesday morning. Glad you're with us. Nice to have you along.
Halfway to the weekend, Dusty.
Yeah, well, lots to get to this half hour, halfway through this part of the show. Starting with your news at 8 o'clock this morning, communities in Texas beginning the cleanup from at least 2 tornadoes that hit the state overnight. In Mineral Wells, west of Fort Worth, officials reporting at least 2 injuries from a terrifying twister. This home severely damaged, as you can see, many other buildings destroyed, even a roof tossed into the street.
Meanwhile, farther north, another confirmed tornado darkened the skies near Bowie, Texas. This is the 6th straight day of severe weather that we've seen in this particular part of the country. We've got Weekend Today's Angie Lastman. She is in for Al. She's tracking these storms. Feels like we've been tracking these storms for a while now.
Yeah, 6 straight days, as you mentioned, where we had severe storms somewhere in the country. And this is all ramping up yet again, but we're going to get a break in some ways. We've got some showers and thunderstorms already ramping up across the southeast, across the Great Lakes, and the Ohio Valley. That severe risk is going to be a little lower today. We're talking just marginal storms. So isolated, strong storms across, again, the southern tier of the country and parts of the mid-Atlantic. Those threats on the table, mostly looking at the hail threat up to 2 inches, as well as those wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. The good news is that tornado risk is low. It's been a prolonged kind of stretch of this really active weather, and this kind of ramps up across parts of the south with some heavy rain as well. So we'll see some of that rainy kind of setup across parts of the northeast and those stormy conditions for parts of the mid-Atlantic today. But we're going to now see multiple days of heavy rain across parts of the Gulf Coast. This leaves us with a flood threat that we're going to watch over the next couple of days as well. Hourly rainfall rates up up to 2 inches. So again, multiple days of beneficial rain across that region. We'll also get some beneficial rain across parts of the Northeast, guys.
All right, Angie, thank you. Now to that royal visit. King Charles and Queen Camilla traveling here to New York today. They will visit the 9/11 memorial and meet with victims' families and first responders. Charles and Camilla wrapping up the D.C. portion of their trip last night, attending a star-studded state dinner at the White House. Earlier in the day, the king addressed a joint meeting of Congress, emphasizing the importance of the U.S.-UK relationship. And he also met privately with President Trump in the Oval Office.
And meanwhile, Nick Reiner is expected back in court today for a key hearing on the murder of his parents, legendary director Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle. And it's a hearing that could determine the next steps in the case. NBC's Liz Kreutz is in Los Angeles with the latest on this one. Liz, good morning.
Hey, Craig, good morning to you. Yeah, this is still a preliminary hearing. No trial date has been set yet, but it could set the stage for what's to come. And it is all happening just days after Nick Reiner's older brother, Jake, opened up for the first time about the tragic loss of his parents and the added pain of knowing his sibling is the lone suspect. This morning, Nick Reiner expected back in court more than 4 months after investigators say he murdered his parents, Rob and Michelle Reiner, in their Los Angeles home. Today's hearing marking the next step in determining when the case will go to trial. Nick Reiner was last in court in February when he pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder. If convicted, the 32-year-old could face the death penalty.
We take the process in which we determine whether or not the death penalty should be sought extremely seriously.
This morning's hearing comes just days after Nick Reiner's older brother Jake opened up for the first time in a new essay about the tragic loss of his parents. My world, as I knew it, had collapsed. I was in a trance, he said, of the night he learned of the murders. Adding, I was robbed of so many things that day. My parents won't be at my wedding. They won't get to hold their future grandchild. It simultaneously breaks my heart and enrages me. Jake also sharing these touching family photos, describing the pain of losing both his parents at the same time, and on top of that, having your brother be at the center of it. It's almost too impossible to process. Just hours before the December murders, Rob, Michelle, and Nick Reiner all attended a holiday party hosted by Conan O'Brien, where 2 people familiar with the situation tell NBC News Nick Reiner became disruptive.
Your main job is to keep your child safe. So
over the years, the Reiners had spoken openly about Nick's struggles with addiction and mental health. 3 people with direct knowledge of the case say at some point before the murders, Nick had changed or adjusted the medication he took for a serious psychiatric disorder. Now, as prosecutors push for justice in the case, this morning we could learn more about whether Nick Reiner will be ruled fit to stand trial. And so far, neither of Nick Reiner's siblings have attended any of the court proceedings. And while the judge did allow cameras in the courtroom for his arraignment in February, this time cameras will not be allowed inside. The key thing to watch for today is if the defense asks for more time to review evidence or if the 2 sides agree they can proceed with a pretrial hearing. Craig.
All right, Liz Kreutz for us there in L.A. Liz, thank you.
Today is day 2 in a landmark civil trial that could have a major impact on the development of artificial intelligence. Billionaire Elon Musk is expected to take the stand again in Oakland, California. Yesterday, he accused OpenAI, the company led by his co-founder and former friend Sam Altman, of straying from its original nonprofit mission. He said it's not okay to steal a charity. Musk left OpenAI in 2018. It is now a for-profit company. OpenAI dismissed Musk's allegations, saying he's trying to undercut its rapid growth as a competitor to his own company, XAI.
All right, the news has been covered. Better late than never for a boost.
I have a late boost, but it's still a good one. If you've got a high schooler at home, you know it's prom season. We're seeing a lot of those epic promposal videos, but take a look at these guys that are going viral for slightly missing the mark.
Oh my gosh.
This baseball player asked his teammates to assist him on the field, holding up the letters to prompose, but they didn't quite get it right. They spelled prom backwards. Luckily for him, she still said S-E-Y, I mean Y-E-S. And his friends eventually did figure it out.
It morphed into
I mean,
a proposal.
what, by the way, when we were young, there was no such thing as a promposal.
No. In fact, I had to beg. I had to beg someone to go to the prom.
I don't believe I went to the prom. Me and Hoda, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
what? Sorry,
anyway,
I brought that up.
I know, it's triggering. Anyway.
Carson Daly went to a couple of proms.
No, I didn't go to any proms. I never went to a prom.
You never went to
I
the
did
prom?
not. No, I played golf the next day. Stayed home, watched 60 Minutes. I always say my prom date was Ed Bradley.
Stop.
Guys, coming up on Popstar.
That's Sunday.
Yeah.
We have been waiting for this one, our first teaser, and I have the release date for Ted Lasso's return. We'll have that coming up in Popstar.
We know you went to the prom.
You went to the prom.
Maybe with Tara Reid or Britney
Sunday.
Spears for all we know.
Yeah, probably with Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, you and the
leaving now.
Backstreet Boys got a limo together. Guys, speaking of big returns, we got a blockbuster reunion, 20 years in the making. Jenna chatting with her co-stars of The Devil Wears Prada 2 about the fun, the fashion, and of course, yes, the cameos that folks will enjoy in the sequel. But first, these messages.
All right, we are back with a movie that we have talked an awful lot about around here, and it's nearly time.
So excited. The Devil Wears Prada 2 hits theaters on Friday, and ahead of the big day, Jenna, you sat down with your co-stars, the legendary cast.
I did with my co-stars. It's been 20 years since the original captivated us. Of course, we had to catch up with Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, and Stanley Tucci. We talked about their big return to the big screen, what's changed between them over the last decades, and even some unexpected cameos. The Devil Wears Prada 2 is back, and it's one of the most highly anticipated films of the year. You guys, this movie, I mean, people are so hungry for it.
I am stunned by the sort of appetite and the anticipation and how much the first one meant to people.
Oh, good morning, Miranda.
Isaac.
It's been 20 years. It's arguably, it has become a classic film, and it endures.
What type of pressure does that add that people cannot wait for this film to come out?
There's always pressure when you make a movie, but because the screenplay was so amazing, I felt like that actually took a lot of the pressure off. Then it was just back to what we do every time, which is just hang out and try to make a great script, better, yeah.
2 decades in the waiting, it's the return of glamour, power struggles, and our favorite characters.
Hello? Well, look what TJ Maxx dragged in.
Sorry. Who is this? Do you know her? Do I know her?
What was it like to reunite?
I was thrilled. They were not. I don't know if they were thrilled, but
we kept trying to
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. It was sort of like,
oh God.
She's back.
I think this film certainly changed my life in a huge way. Obviously, a lot has happened in 20 years. We've had kids. He married my sister.
In real life, Stanley Tucci married Emily Blunt's sister, Felicity, in 2012. Y'all are related.
Yeah, we are so related.
We're over-related.
Also in real life, Meryl and Stanley are longtime friends.
I love Stanley, and we had played a lot of charades together at various parties.
Yes, we have. That's right, yeah.
Try not to get Robert De Niro on our team.
Yeah.
Because he's the worst.
He's very...
Charades.
Oh, but I bet it's so heartwarming.
He's very shy, yeah.
Very shy, and he's just not good at it. He goes...
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
In the long-awaited sequel, Miranda struggles with the decline of print media.
Click, 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 everywhere.
The world has changed significantly. For one, technology has become something we're so reliant on. Does that come to play?
Yeah, of course it does, because journalism has changed. Magazines have changed distinctly. Most of them only exist online.
So much is uncertain.
Yeah.
And that landscape is why it's really kind of fun to revisit these characters destabilized. And yet it's kind of triumphant in the end.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, don't say that. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Don't
Take
listen
that
to
out.
me. Lock up.
Am I having a hallucination?
Hi, Emily. I watched it with Savannah and Hoda, which was so lovely.
Yeah.
And we kept saying, like, that's right down the street from our office.
Wow.
Was that fun to shoot on the streets?
Yeah, I mean,
And wild?
Well, it was happening. It was honest to God a joy to go there and like hear people scream and just feel great about something.
I think It was a nightmare.
There's exciting cameos, including Lady Gaga, Naomi Campbell, and another familiar face. Well, I am in this film.
Yes, you are. Tried to steal my scene.
I had just arrived, and they were like, Jenna? And I'm like, who? Me? Meryl? And? I'm like, wait, what? I couldn't believe it. And it was the fact that y'all welcomed me so lovingly. If the new film is anything like the first, expect a cultural lightning rod, high fashion, and catchphrases cemented into pop culture.
Oh my God, just hide a feeling for once.
What is the line that people ask you most from the first film?
Gird your loins.
Gird your loins.
Now I'll tell you the line.
Just one stomach flew away from my go away. The stomach flu one is weekly.
A lot of people ask me if I can spell Gabbana. Can you please spell Gabbana? Hello?
Yes. What about yours?
That's all.
That's all.
Yes. That's what they.
That's all.
You know.
It's a perfect way to end.
That was so fun.
That's all.
I could watch
That's why
another
that movie's
hour
so
of that.
good, because they're so good, those four.
Together, the chemistry.
Yeah, it's
They're
amazing.
so fun. We did see it together, as I told them, and the four of them are incredible.
They're
together.
all scene stealers. I mean, it's the dialogue is cute and snappy. Like, they really pulled it off. And so did Jenna, but Jenna,
What is your part?
So she has this cameo, and then Hoda and I started, like, screaming and yelling, and we kind of missed the whole thing.
We missed it.
Because we were like, there's our girl.
What's your line? You have, like,
If you
one line?
blink, then
No.
you
Say your
won't
line.
see
What
me.
is it?
I can't remember exactly what my line is. Something like, Meryl says, Jenna Bushager, Andy Sachs.
Yes.
And I say, wow, nice to meet you. What a great interview, or something like that.
Natural.
It's like she's
You're
the
natural.
only. I told her there's some other cameos. She's the only one who has a scene with Anne and Meryl.
When they said Jenna and Meryl, my knees started shaking. I was like, wait.
By the way, can we talk about Meryl Streep nailing Robert De Niro?
Oh, that was great.
That impression
But
was
also,
spot
don't you
on.
want to do charades with them?
Yes.
I'd like to be invited.
I know. Well,
This feels
maybe
like a
we will.
franchise that could go on as long as they wanted it to go on. It almost doesn't matter what the plot is.
But they did say that there were other times where they thought maybe we'll do it again, and they're so happy they waited.
Yeah.
And I think it makes sense, actually.
And the story is very current, so it doesn't feel forced.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's
Well, we're gonna watch
fun.
it.
Okay, you
And
guys,
we won't
again.
scream during your cameo, so we can actually enjoy it.
Well, scream if you feel like it. Again, The Devil Wears Prada 2 is in theaters on Friday. We'll have more of our interview in the fourth hour, and our full conversation is available for download on the Open Book with Jenna podcast. To get there, just scan the QR code on the screen.
We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Hope you get an Oscar nomination.
amazing.
They should have a cameos category. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't win it.
Well,
That's not true.
Okay.
Let's get back over to Angie. She's in for Al this morning. What are we looking at?
I need to know about your wardrobe in it, though.
Oh.
It's
a secret.
Well, no, it's mid.
I don't remember
it's
it.
not
Yeah,
mid.
because it was mid. It was like a white button down.
Yeah. Okay.
Classic. We'll go with classic. All right. All right, guys, weather-wise, we're looking pretty good for the western half of the country. Not so much across the eastern half. We've got some rain across parts of the mid-Atlantic, stretching down to the southeast, and some of those stronger storms are going to develop across the Gulf Coast, too. You'll notice temperatures a little cooler than they should be for this time of year, with some chilly highs across the Midwest into the 50s and 60s today. That's a look at the weather across the country. Let's see what's happening in your neighborhood.
And welcome back. Welcome back. 8:30 now. A Wednesday morning. Giving a little extra FaceTime to the happy crowd in our corner of Rockefeller Plaza. Team Biggie, we see you. We see your 70th birthday down there as well.
Yay.
So good to see all these folks on a Wednesday morning.
It certainly is, guys. And coming up, Chef Tim Love is bringing steakhouse vibes right into your kitchen. And for this recipe, we've got a beautiful seared New York strip steak and some delicious sides.
Come on.
It's good. And then ahead on the third hour, Al goes on the job as a New York City tour guide. I mean, that is the perfect job for him, isn't it? He shares the history and a little mystery at Grand Central Station.
That sounds fun. Okay, on the fourth hour, we're catching up with actor Wilmer Valderrama, who is getting ready to wrap season 23.
Jeez.
23 seasons of NCIS.
Wow. Plus a live performance by country music artist Ernest.
All right. Angie, how about one more check of that weather?
How about it?
This is like Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
Nice.
Picture perfect here in New York City. Some spots, though, unfortunately, guys, dealing with more of those showers and thunderstorms. You're going to see some of that rain working across parts of the mid-Atlantic today, and a few of those stronger storms across parts of the Gulf Coast. If you're looking for sunshine, it's across the Midwest. We've got a little bit of that in the middle of the country, but temperature-wise, we're going to be on the cool side, at least for the next couple of days. Upper 50s to low 60s across the Midwest today. Still hanging on to those below average highs for tomorrow, and more of that rain across the south. We'll watch for the flooding concern from Texas all the way to Georgia. That's a look at the weather across the country. Let's see what's happening in your neighborhood. And that's a look at your forecast. Craig, back
All
over to you.
right, Angie, thank you. With April almost over, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to reveal the next Read with Jenna selection. What you got?
Okay, well, our crowd is going to help us out. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Caller Unknown by Gillian McAllister is our book. It is a fast-paced, electric thriller,
Well done.
and I can't wait for everybody to read it. It is set in West Texas, which is where I'm from, and the story is full of twists and turns, and it will keep you wanting more. And it's also about a tender story about motherhood and the lengths that we will go to protect the ones we love.
It's right up your alley.
I never choose a mystery.
I know. Oh.
So it's good, okay? It is out next Tuesday, but we're giving you a little extra time so you can pre-order your copy now. Scan that QR code or head to today.com/readwithjenna. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe to our newsletter to stay up to date on our picks and our events.
All right, the May book pick is out. Look at that. You all get free books. MCHS.
Yeah,
free
high
books.
schoolers read,
Yes.
don't you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love to read. She loves to read.
Come on. All right. Jenna, thank you. Up next, the Oscar winner heading to the White Lotus after that recent cast shakeup. Carson's going to have that story and more coming up in Pop Start. But first, this is Today on NBC. We're back. 8:35, best time of the morning.
Well, we're better late than never, guys. We'll get to Pop Start. We're going to start with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck this week. The famous friends were honored for helping raise $2.5 million towards an organization that provides mental health services to kids. Good on them for that. Matt and Ben receiving an award named after their Good Will Hunting co-star and friend, the late, great Robin Williams, and taking a moment to remember how getting Robin on board for that movie literally changed their lives.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that Robin read it and decided to do it, all of our problems went away. It was like the studio, they had all these notes, there was all this whole thing, and it was just like, once Robin was like, no, I like the script just as it is, they were like, we think it's great too. And that was it, and then we just went and made the movie.
How great is that? I love watching those two talk about that because that was such a pivotal point for their career. It's history since then, but there's such a reverence to how they talk about Robin.
And he was so good in it too.
Yeah,
of course.
That was great.
Changed that.
Good for them. All right, next up, White Lotus. This has been a developing story. We've been keeping an eye on the casting there. You remember it was announced that the former HBO star will make her return, or there is a new person in the show.
I will not be rich.
Yeah, so let me explain that. That's Laura Dern from Big Little Lies. And from one well-dressed drama to another, she will be checking into the White Lotus for season 4. She's replacing that role previously held by Helena Bonham Carter that we reported on earlier in the week. We said it would be recast. I'll remind you of what HBO said, and we quote, "It had become apparent that the character which Mike White created for Helena Bonham Carter did not align once on set." So now Laura Dern steps in, and filming around the French Riviera just began earlier this month. Season 4 expected to take place right around the Cannes Film Festival.
By the way, if they need any cameos,
I know. We are available.
Yeah, exactly.
We are
ready to go. Resort chic or whatever.
Cap will be the valet Parker.
Sign me up.
Oh, please.
Sign me up.
Next up is Ted Lasso. It's been a long wait for this one, but the first teaser is finally out for the 4th season. Might recall, after a 3-year hiatus, Jason Sudeikis and Coach Ted returning across the pond, looking at a whole new set of challenges since this time he's tackling women's soccer.
Welcome back, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Too bad you're coaching a bunch of girls.
FYI, the ETA is ASAP, PP. As soon as possible, pretty please.
These only
Well,
work
as soon
when
as
everyone
possible.
else shows, when they show up, when the whole cast comes.
They're there. I mean,
Right.
remember for a long time we didn't even think this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Or it might happen in a spin-off way, but
I'm looking
they are
forward
back,
to it.
and we're
The
looking forward
writing,
to it
the
also.
humor, the heart, all the
Yeah.
things.
Ted Lasso returns. That's on August 5th, of course, on Apple TV. All right, next up, Jennifer Garner, a pop star exclusive sneak peek at her new series based on, help me out,
Ellen Hillenbrand.
Ellen Hillenbrand's best-selling book. It's called 5-Star Weekend. In the show, Jennifer's character is dealing with a big loss by going on a weekend trip to Nantucket with friends from different stages of her life. The cast includes Regina Hall, Chloe Sevigny, and Timothy Oliphant. Here's a look at that.
Can't believe you all are actually here. I think I'm still in shock. Are you doing okay?
Yep, forgot the whipped cream. She's definitely not okay. Nope. This weekend's gonna be a hoot.
Who is that?
Your mom's first smackdown. Ew. Boyfriend, sorry.
Hello there, stars. Enjoy your Golden Girls weekend.
Golden Girls, wow.
You know, Dorothy and Blanche were actually in their 50s when they shot that. Shut your mouth right now.
Catch Judy Greer right there, too.
Yeah.
By the way, it looks like a little 13 going on 30 reunion for Judy and Jen. 5-Star Weekend premieres July 9th on Peacock. Do we want to break the big news that we just discovered?
Well, I've learned my lesson.
I think you should say it.
Go ahead, Craig.
I think. Well, I heard that maybe there's a cameo from one of our colleagues on this couch.
I might quit and become an actor.
I think you should.
That's on Peacock, though.
Yeah.
You can't get in trouble for that.
No.
We're promoting it.
Like,
Yes.
My God, woman,
I
you've
know.
become a legit. You're a SAG-AFTRA card now.
Exactly.
Okay.
What can you tell us?
I played myself. Again, nobody's ever asked me to play anything different.
Wow.
Is there a love scene
But it
involved?
was a long shoot. I kept walking by and she was still in there. I was like, oh, this is like.
I wasn't
What if you got nominated for the Oscars for Best Cameo and you went up against yourself?
I know.
This is
In Devil Wears Prada,
on television.
shoot,
Yes,
and this.
the new category.
Did you shoot on Nantucket?
No,
she was
I shot here.
upstairs.
All right, let's move on. This isn't exciting. Finally, Matt Friend. She's in it. Blink your eye and you'll miss. A comedian known for bringing on his spot-on impression straight to the source. You might recall this New York moment with actor Will Arnett.
Okay, this is Will Arnett. Welcome to Smartless. How are you? Will? I'm pretty good, man. How are you doing? I'm pretty good. It could be better.
Guy's good, man. With the Royals stateside, Matt had the chance to present King Charles with his best impression. Let's see how that went.
Impersonation. That's not bad. I'm trying to study. Thank you very much.
I couldn't really hear what happened, but that's pretty cool. He's right there by the
good.
king.
Yeah.
He seemed charmed. King Charles did.
Yeah.
Telling Matt, your marks have merit.
Your marks have merit.
That's what he
He
said.
seemed quite lively there yesterday, didn't he?
Yes.
He was quite witty. And
Oh my gosh, his whole line about 250 years, or as we say over the pond, just the other day.
Yeah.
quite funny.
Really cute. That's good.
That's it, guys. That's all I got.
There's a good one.
good.
Coming
Let's
up
eat.
next, we're going to help you step into style with the hottest footwear and accessories you'll need this spring and summer. But first, this is Today on NBC. We are back with our brand new series, Step into Style, sponsored by DSW. It's full of shoes and accessories to boost your fashion game. And here to walk us through it, get it? Some great picks and deals today, lifestyle and fashion contributor Melissa Garcia. All you have to do to scan the QR code to shop along. Melissa, take it away. So,
Yes.
I mean, we're stepping into style. Ballet flats. This was like a 90s thing. It's having a comeback.
90s, and 90s is having a major moment right now. I feel like it's the quiet luxury trend that's really having a moment. So we're seeing a lot of ballet flats. These are really cute. So these are from Kelly and Katie. They're great. They're comfortable. They come in a bunch of different colors, neutrals, bold, some fun patterns. These are great. You can wear them with jeans. You can
I like
wear
the
them
little
with-
Mary Jane
Yeah,
detail.
so they're just cute and comfortable. Like really, I've seen designer pairs like this that are in the hundreds of dollars, but these are just $39.99, so really accessible.
Okay, I
Yeah.
love these Adidas. I mean, I was checking to see if they're my size because I like these peach ones.
No, they're so cute. So retro sneakers are, I say they're having a moment, but they're always having a moment
I agree.
nowadays. So I feel like they're here to stay. So these are Adidas. These are great men's and women's styles. I actually wore a pair of these gray ones over the weekend with a pair of jeans. But for women, you can wear them with just about anything. Like you can wear the maxi skirt. And for guys, you can even pop them on with like a suit with like just a button down, no tie, like a really modern street style way to wear it. So we love Adidas. And these I think start at like
$51. So like really
$51.99.
$51.99
According to the graphic.
exact. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, it's getting to be sandal season.
Yes.
Get those toes in shape. Tell us about
right?
these.
So platform espadrilles, I feel like, are such a quintessential summer shoe. They're like the perfect vacation shoe. You can wear them all spring and summer. These are from Lucky Brand. They're super comfortable. You can do either the white, the tan, or the navy. These would look so cute with like a little maxi dress or just jeans and a tank top, like really comfortable.
Or if you have like a garden party, the wedge is good so your heel doesn't sink in.
So smart. And I love also a platform because you get height, but it's comfortable because the weight is evenly displaced. So these are great from Lucky Brand, and these are, I think, $47.99 right now.
That's right. Okay, good.
Yes.
Now, the DSW has accessories too, so let's talk about these little clutches.
Beaded bags were all over the runways this season. Very expensive. This is a really affordable option. These starting at just $31.99. Really cute. And this is like the statement outfit of your piece. Like the statement piece of your outfit.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
You got me talking backwards. But these are really cute. There's so many fun little themes that you can choose from, like the perfect summer bag on vacation. You can have like a simple outfit and just pop this on and it gives your whole outfit personality, but really accessible. And I love the price points and so cute and fun. And then
sunglasses.
Sunglasses. So these are all from the Jessica Simpson collection at DSW. So we're seeing a lot of oversized sunnies, sort of the off-duty model look, and sunglasses really
model.
the off-duty model look.
I've been off-duty my whole life. Okay.
Me too. You and me both. And the ones that you have on are really fun. We're seeing a lot of tinted frames also, and they sunglasses just like really finish your outfit. You know?
And those look great
so
on
cute.
you.
And they start at just $15.99. So if you're like me and lose everything, it's a great.
You don't have to feel like
you don't have to feel terrible. It's a great way to try the trend.
I like it. It's giving off-duty model.
It's giving off-duty model. And everything, I will just say real quick, everything that you see here today with the code today is 20% off at DSW, so make sure you shop
Off the price we just gave?
Those are the prices, but those are 20%. Yep, those are 20% off.
Gotcha,
Yep.
Melissa. You know, I always like to get into the fine
Get it
print.
right.
If you want to start shopping, you can scan our QR code or go to today.com/step-into-style. How about off-duty model Carson Daly over here?
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys are saving all that money buying sunglasses for $16. You got plenty of scratch for a good old-fashioned steak. One of our favorites, Chef Tim Love, is in the building. A perfectly cooked steak. We're going to remind you how you can do it at home, plus some beautiful classic sides with a zesty twist. But first, this is Today on NBC. All right, time to eat. We're back with Today Food and the great chef Tim Love. This guy is behind nearly 20 awesome restaurants, including the iconic Lonesome Dove in Fort Worth, Texas. And his latest spot is Meraki.
That's right.
All right.
Like shiitake.
Bringing a fresh Mediterranean twist to his signature and bold urban Western style. Chef, always great to have you here.
Yeah.
So Meraki, is it like, I mean, you've done Italian, obviously, oyster bar.
Yeah.
You've done all sorts of different types of food. Mediterranean is new for you, though.
Mediterranean is new for me. Opened up about a month ago. Phenomenal spot. I travel a lot, like most people do, and one of my favorite things is recently I was in St. Bart's, which is not necessarily the Med, but it's the same as going to the Mediterranean. You get off a boat or something like that, you walk into these restaurants that's lively and fun and really exciting flavors, and so we want to create Meraki. So this potato actually comes from Meraki. So it's a lemon potato. We call them domino potatoes. This is a simple russet potato, Idaho potato. Peel it, and then you're going to cut it into a rectangle like this, you know?
That's fun.
What does Meraki mean?
Like that. Meraki means doing something with love and passion.
Oh.
So, you know, last name Love, you know, you got to play along with that.
I love that. That's
so if you trim it up like this, now you can get a mandolin, a Chinese mandolin, and slice this, or you can slice it by yourself. So you're going to get like that. So it goes like that. You turn it into shingles like this, like we have right here.
So you have these potato shingles.
Correct. And then we take some butter and we clarify butter. And you can buy this. It's called ghee. Or you can take butter yourself, cook it, skim the fat off the top. You want to take that fat off because when you roast these, you don't want to burn the potatoes, and the milk fat is what burns the potatoes.
Good pro tip right there.
So you're going to pour this over the top, or you can brush it.
Okay.
And you want to do it liberally, actually, just like this.
The potatoes.
Me too.
And then you're going to season them really well.
Wow. There's a lot of Meraki going on over here.
A lot of Meraki, and more than you think, okay? Because potatoes soak up that salt. Lots of pepper. And then we roast them.
I mean, this is the perfect side for a steak.
Correct.
I was thinking, what's Meraki about this steak meal you're making? But this is it, the sides.
That's right. And so lots of lemon zest on top. And you can buy lemon powder, too, at different seasoning stores. But
Have you ever thought of making a potato like this? I mean, how genius is that?
They're great and easy to make. They look like they're really hard
in
to
the
make.
oven for
right
a
in the
chef.
oven.
Yeah,
Get some
look,
fresh
fancy.
oven.
In the oven, Carson. There we go.
Nice work.
Yeah, you got it. What do we got with the mushrooms? These are in season.
Yeah, mushrooms, like spring mushrooms. You can use any kind of mushrooms like morels, portobellos, ceps, whatever. We chop them up or tear them up like I've done here, and then pour some olive oil on top of that. Lots of it. Now, here with mushrooms, they soak up moisture, right? So when they cook, they're gonna soak it up first, then they'll release the moisture off, and a lot of vinegar, sauce with garlic, and
vinegar, I
shallots
like
like
that.
this, and you're gonna get crazy with that. Again,
What was
salt
that,
and pepper.
shallots?
Yeah, shallots
like this,
and garlic.
And you toss them all, right?
Wow, that looks so
Get
good.
exciting like that, and then you want to cook them till they're crisp on the edges.
You're having fun.
Right.
Roasted at a high heat pretty quick, or?
Yeah, it takes about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then steak. Let's all talk
Love
about
it.
steak. So nothing is better than steak. We talked about it earlier.
Nothing better.
So New York strip is my favorite cut. You can get whatever cut you like, but I like it because it's a little bit
I
of
love the
chew,
strip too.
a little bit
it
of
reminds
fat.
me, like, I always go ribeye, but a little less. Between the ribeye and the fillet lives the strip.
That's exactly right. Favorite spot. So when you season a steak, especially a steak this big, it's a really nice big steak. You want to season the heck out of it, okay? Like more than you think.
Right.
And you want to pat the salt in there and pepper. So when you smoke a piece of meat, you want to season it, let it lay on it. When you sear a piece of meat or grill it, you want to pack the seasoning in there because it makes the nice crust.
I love this is detail here. This is
Very
important.
detailed. That's right.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it
I'm
seems
full
like
of
a
them
lot.
today, guys. I'm full of them.
I like it.
I mean,
You're
I got a lot of energy this morning.
Yeah.
No, it's a lot of Meraki this morning.
That's right. So high heat peanut oil.
Okay, why peanut oil?
So peanut oil has a higher flash point, so you can get the steak a lot hotter without it catching fire.
Oh wow, that's
and,
cool.
and it tastes better.
Never would have thought that.
Look, you know what? I'm gonna send the bill later. For all these
Okay,
tips.
please do.
That's fine. So you want to sear this for a long time, really get a good sear on it, okay?
And just let it sit there for like at least 5 minutes, right?
Yeah,
Don't mess with
don't
it.
mess with it. And then I like to sear it, let it rest first. There's more tips coming. Let it rest. Like when you have people over, let it rest, and then you put it in the oven to finish.
How long do you let it
So
rest?
Can
that's
I
really
poke
important.
that with a thermometer and get to like?
That's right. You want to get to about 130, and then you put it back in the oven or on your grill on the top shelf. That's what the top shelf's for.
Right.
Shut the lid and just bring it up warm. It brings it up one temp to 135.
You do that in a warm oven, or you just do it in the oven?
You do it in the oven, broil it, either way.
Wow.
So you want to come, and then we want to slice it right here, like this.
Wow.
Wow.
I know you're light on the steak right now, but you gotta have a little.
I was telling about my cholesterol number, so.
Yeah.
And then we sear the lemons in the pan while you cook the
I have
steak. And you want to finish with a little acidity.
Chef, that's so good.
So acidity is the key to all the fat in the dishes. That's why I have a lot of lemon. A lot of Mediterranean food uses lemon everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we got.
This
And
is
that's
like my
the
perfect
white wine,
meal.
by the way. I don't know who
I
chose the
know.
white wine, but I'm proud of you. I cook steak with white wine.
A little
I like to cook
rosé.
outside. Yeah.
The crispy mushrooms, the delicious, perfectly cooked strip steak. This potato's out of control.
Yeah, the potato's very
It's just like you're on vacation when you eat that. You don't think you can make this at home, but you can.
2 seconds. The easiest dish on the list.
All right. No wonder you have 500 restaurants, Chef. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. For the recipes, you know what to do. Go to today.com/food, and we are back after a quick check of your local news and weather.
Excellent.
Thank you, Chef. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's delicious.
I learned a lot. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.